Hey students, good morning. What's up, guys? How is your study going on? I hope your study going well. So today I am covered all type of current affairs in this video. So please watch till end, and if you like this video and enjoy it, then please like, share and comment to the channel and subscribe and press the bell icon for more notification. So let's start our question. Our first question is, which organization has developed indigenous nasopharyngeal NP swabs? So option A is National Chemical Laboratory, B Central Electrochemical Research Institute, C Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, and D Indian Institute of Toxicology Research. So its correct answer is National Chemical Laboratory. If we go to details, then its details is here. The National Chemical Laboratory, Pune, functioning under the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, has developed an indigenous nasopharyngeal swab for the collection of samples from the throat of cavity of COVID-19 patients. CSIR raised the necessity of making domestic technology for the production of nasopharyngeal NP swabs to NCL in mid-April. The present global condition make the global supply of NP non-dependable, which result in supply chain delays, variable quality, and escalating prices. The nasopharyngeal swab is medical device having strict quality specifications, dimensions, and sterilization and polymer grade. So we proceed our next question, question number 2. So question number 2 is here, which is the chairperson of the task force established to look into matters relating to age of motherhood and mortality rates. So its correct answer is sorry, it's not correct answer. Its option is Dr. Deepti Shah, B. MS Vasunda Kamath, C. MS Jaya Jatli, and D. Dr. Vinod Paul. So its correct answer is Mrs. Jaya Jatli. If we go to details, the details is here. The task force comprises Mrs. Jaya Jatli as the chairperson of the task force and 9 other members who will examine matters related to imperatives of lowering MMR, age of motherhood, and improvement of nutritional levels. The scope and limitation of the task force have been defined as the following: examine the correlation of age of marriage and motherhood with medical well-being and nutritional status of the mother and child during pregnancy. Birth. The task force will be also examine the key parameters like maternal mortality rate, MMR, infant mortality rate, IMR, total fertility rate, TFR, and child sex ratio, CSR, at birth. Now we proceed our next question, question number 3. So question number 3 is here, who has been awarded the AY World Entrepreneur of the World 2020 of the year 2020. Option A, Joe Desimon, B. Siddharth Lal, C. Olivia Loom, and D. Kiran Majumdar Shaw. So its correct answer is Kiran Majumdar Shaw. If we go to details, the executive chairperson of Bicon has been named as EY World Entrepreneur of the 2020 by Ernst and Young. The award was given to her for her contribution in improving universal access to medicine and changing lives in a virtual entrepreneurship ceremony. She has also become the second woman to win the award after Olivia Loom of Singapore's HyFlux. She is the third Indian to win the award after Narayan Murthy of Infosys in 2005 and Uday Kotak of Kotak Mahindra Bank in 2014. So we proceed our next question. Question number 4 is here. Which organization has published the report Lot Driving the Patent Growth story in India. It's correct. Option A is Ernst and Young, B NASCOM, C FICCI, and D DSCI. So its correct answer is NASCOM. If we go to details, National Association of Software and Service Companies. The full form of NASCOM is National Association of Software and Service Companies. NASCOM has published the report to lot driving the patent growth story in India. In the report, NASCOM has revealed the around 6,000 patents were filed in the period 2009 to 19, and of these 5,000 were filed in the last 5 years. Under the patents have been filed, 95% are related to hardware components. The most number of patents were related to the field of healthcare and automobile industry, and of the total 80% of patents filed were related to industry 4.0. Now we proceed our next question number 5. So question 5 is here: what is the theme of World's Food Safety Day 2020? What is the theme of World's Food Safety Day 2020? Option A, the future of food safety. B, no food security without food safety. C, norovirus and hepatitis A, and D, food safety everyone's business. So its correct answer is option D, 4, food safety everyone's business. If we go to details, the theme of World's Food Safety Day 2020 is food safety everyone's business. The World Food Safety Day is observed on 7 June in every year to promote awareness about the consequence of contaminated food and water. The specialized agencies of the United Nations, the World Health Organization, and the Food and Culture Organization have been assigned to task promotion of global food safety. The day was declared by the United Nations in 2018, and it was celebrated for the first time on 7 June 2019. Now we proceed our next question number 6. So question 6 is here: who has been appointed as the new chairperson of BAFTA? Who was the appointed as the new chairperson of BAFTA? Its correct its option is option A, Joe Twist, B, Krishnendu Majumdar, C, Pippa Harish, and D, Paul Morrell. So its correct answer is Krishnendu Majumdar. If we go to details, Krishnendu Majumdar has been appointed by the British Academy of Film and Television Arts BAFTA as the chairperson of BAFTA. Krishnendu Majumdar is an Emmy-winning television producer, and with the appointment to the post has become the first person of color assigned for the role in 73 years. The decision was made by the Digital Annual General Meeting of BAFTA on 1 June 2020. He has been appointed for a period of next 3 years. Now we proceed our next question number 7. So question 7 is here: which country has collaborated with NASA to host a deep space ground station? Which country has collaborated with NASA to host a deep space ground station? Option A, India, B, China, C, South Africa, and D, France. So its correct answer is South Africa. If we go to details is here: the Space Agency of South Africa, South African National Space Agency, SANSA, has collaborated with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. The full form of NASA is National Aeronautics and Space Administration, to host a deep space ground station. The ground station will be used for supporting human space flight missions to the natural satellite of Earth, the Moon, Mars, and beyond. With the collaboration, South Africa has become the fourth country after the United Nations, Australia, and Spain to host a deep space ground station. Now we proceed our next question number 8. So question 8 is here: which state will commission its free internet project KFON in December 2020? Option A Karnataka, B Kerala, C Maharashtra, and D Uttar Pradesh. So its correct answer is Kerala. If we go to details, the state government of Kerala has announced the commissioning of its free internet project KFON in December 2020. KFON projects stand up for Kerala Fiber Optic Network KFON project, and it plans to offer free internet service access to the poor. The project was announced by the Chief Minister of Kerala, Pinarayi Vijayan, on 5 June 2020 following a meeting with the heads of companies of the consortium that will execute the rupees 1500 crore KFON projects. The state of Kerala is the fundamental right of the citizen and the only state to have implemented such a scheme. Now question number 9. Who has been appointed as the Goodwill Ambassador for the Poor from India by UNEDAP? Option A M. Netra, B. Millie Bobby Brown, C. Natalia Locke Becker, and D. T. S. Trimurti. So its correct answer is M. Netra. If we go to details, the M. Netra from Madurai has been appointed as the Goodwill Ambassador for the Poor from India by the United Nations Association for Development and Peace. The organization is run by political ministers, anti-corruption activities, and forms diplomats to promote justice, peace, and integrity. The UN agency has also offered her a scholarship of 1 lakh. She would also get opportunity to speak the politicians, global leaders, and academics at New York, at Geneva, and address conferences and civil society forums. Now, today's final and last question number 10. So, question 10 is here. What will be the theme of the World Economic Forum Davos meeting that will be held in January 2021? So, option A is starting again, B the Great Reset, C step towards the future, and D unknown for frontiers. So, its correct answer is the Great Reset. If we go to details, the theme of the World Economic Forum WEF Davos meeting that will be held in January 2021 is the Great Reset. The summit will be held in Twin Summit format in 2021. The summit is the place of meeting of global leaders for in-person and virtual dialogues. The meeting is held at the Swiss resort town every year in 2021. The meeting will be opened virtually, also be for everyone across the globe to join via a network of 400 hubs throughout the world. The 15th World Economic Forum annual meeting was held from 21 to 24 January 2020. So comment me if you like this video, and if you enjoy this video then please like the channel and share and comment and subscribe, and one more thing, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for more notification. So take care, bye bye, thank you for watching.